Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Cossacks 3 on impossible difficulty as the Cossacks. Welcome back. We are still playing the Cossacks campaign. We're in scenario number 3 where we attacked Kafa. We massacred the garrison. We freed a bunch of Christian slaves. We're in the process of capturing their nobility. Down here in the south. They escaped through a tunnel over here, and then we'll just blow the whole city up and get the hell out of there. Now I have to record this episode once more because I had a crash at the end of the last episode, which is quite annoying, but we're gonna profit from it later, as you shall see. So for now we're gonna try to bring the scenario to an end. The game is being patched daily, so I get the feeling that it is becoming more and more stable, but sometimes you still have crashes, so that's unfortunate. Now let's end the pause. Let's set this tower to shoot again. Let's move these guys down here. And let's send the siege Cossacks down. Just need to kill off the guardians here. I'm just gonna put the... Oh, come on. No. Yeah, oh well. Whatever. Control. Yeah, I wanted to do this. I wish there were a thing in game. In the European Universalis games, it is minus and plus where you can change the speed. Okay, we're gonna kill the nobles of this town just because they are slavers and they don't really get any mercy. Time to go. The Tartars from the nearby towns are closing in. All that is left is to raise the city. Burn down every building in the city or destroy them with cannon fire. No more Turkish galleys to sail the Black Sea. No more Tartar shoes to trample the Christian soil. No more Tartar bows to shoot at brave Cossacks. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What I do want to do is bring the cannons down to defend our formation over here a little bit. And these guys are gonna go into a defensive position. They're gonna stand their ground. These guys, come on over. Stand your ground, you're gonna defend the cannons. And we do have to start burning down buildings. Which I didn't want to do before, because we still had units standing right beside them. And in this game, if a building burns down, it actually splinters. Or explodes, and then the bits and pieces of that building can actually hurt troops. I closed that gate. Come on. So that tower is gonna shoot one more time, and then we're gonna blow it up. I'm gonna destroy those two towers. Are there other buildings in here that can be burned down? Yes, there are. Just gotta wait for it. Really need to burn down everything to be sure. There's still... Oh, these pack horses. Well, let's hope nothing bad happens to them. There are the slaves though. I mean, the pack horses are not as valuable as the slaves. Let's burn that thing down. Shame that we couldn't catch more guys with the tower exploding, but I guess that's just how that goes. Okay, they're gonna explode at some point. Come on, make it out of there. Run! I wish there was a forced march order for that kind of scenario. Okay, stuff exploded. Oh, we're gonna burn down that one as well. Oh, this might actually catch the pack horses. I don't think it will, but it might. Which would be a shame. Come on, burn down. Or don't burn down. Okay, pray for the pack horses. Okay, yeah, didn't hurt us. Good. Now, where are the troops? There's one unit. What we want to do is we want to fight into there with our cannons. What now? Vile pork eaters that creep around like thieves. Go to hell, you cowardly jackals excreted by the dirtiest of all dogs. May the devil spit in your eyes. We're throwing around dastardly insults left and right. Left, right and center, I should say. Oh, so a couple of our guys are actually being held captive in there. I don't like that. They're gonna hold on to the pack horses, I guess. Cossacks defend the towers fiercely, but the Turks slaughter them all. But really? We've plundered the largest, richest Crimean city, Kafa, the city that used to be the largest slave market in the region. All the curses uttered by poor captives upon the Ottomans, all the scourges called by slaves onto the Tartars, were unleashed in one fell moment. The accursed lair has been razed to the ground. Now, burdened with rich booty and liberated Christians, you head for home. Okay, so we won this. Vae victis, woe to the vanquished, and we're going to start the next scenario. We're going to march on Moscow. Now, you can read this if you just pause the video. I'm just going to give you the rundown. So, the Polish king tried to put his son on the throne of the Muscovites, and the Muscovites would have accepted the son of the Polish king if he had changed his faith, but he didn't. So, he was put with force on the throne of Russia, and the Russians rebelled. And now the prince is in Russia in winter with only a small detachment of warriors, and the Polish king has asked the Cossacks for help, and we've agreed under the condition that we get increased autonomy and privileges and all that. So he's agreed, so now we're gonna go and rescue Vladislav, the son of Sigismund Vasa. Let's do it. Let's see how that goes. And since I've already played this, I actually have a bit of knowledge, which is not too bad in these types of campaigns, I find, because a game sometimes expects you to just know stuff. Like, for example, the destruction of the Tartar city. They really did expect me to know beforehand what was going to happen. Otherwise, you can't really win it. I mean, if you have 200 Sergic units, you can't win against a crap ton of riders just like that. Maybe with the cannons, it's not impossible, but generally they are designed in a way that that does not help us too much. Actually, I'm going to load a game here, so I'm just going to give you the rundown of the troops that we have. So we have a huge amount of Sergic units. We have a good amount of Register Cossacks, 100 Sich Cossacks, 20 Hetmans, which are our officers. They have 300 attack, and we have 2 howitzers and a cannon. Now, it's going to give us the mission briefing soon. You're getting close to Prince Vladislav's army. His camp is somewhere nearby. There are rumors abound that he's besieged by a Russian army, though. You need to hurry and relieve him. Forward. So the interesting thing is that yeah, we have to defeat the enemy army. You will lose if you run out of men or if Prince Vladislav dies. But the Muscovites are still unaware about the coming of your army. You can take an advantage of it by crossing the river in secrecy and destroy the isolated units one at a time. And we have to send messengers to the Polish camp so that they know that we are coming. Which we are going to do. I'm just going to load my save game over here, the start of scenario 4, because I already did a little bit of work there. I did organize my troops so that just to save us a little bit of time, because I'm recording this at the second time today. So we do have Unit 1, which is a formation of 400 Sergics. They do get a little bit more attack power and defense, which is why I organized them in a formation. Then I got another unit of 120 Sergics, and then I got 18 other guys that didn't fit in any of these formations, and they're going to be used to fill that formation. And then we're going to have the 100 Sich Cossacks, the 160 Register Cossacks, the 20 Hetmans, and the howitzers, and the 1 cannon. Now, what I did a little bit of scouting, and we got a Russian village over here. And there's a river flowing like this, I'd say. And it is possible to cross the river if we move pretty far to the east on the lower edge of the map, and then cross the secret ford over here. So that's what I want to do, to go around the Russian settlements on this side, because they don't really give us anything for burning them down. But we do have to be somewhat secretive. We can't just crowd the fort, because that would be bad. Then we will get discovered. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send all our troops down here. Come on. Okay. Actually, what I could do is I could go to controls and Z hotkey selects all unit types. Okay. Let's see what that does. Z. No. I guess that's a hoax. Z hotkey selects all unit types. Weird. Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, let's get going. We're moving down. What are you doing? Why are you not moving? Don't you like me? Don't you want to move? And I think I'm going to set the game to very fast, just so you don't have to watch all of this. So there's another Russian settlement over here somewhere. And there's a fort up there, but if you take that, then you basically get attacked by the Russians, which is not too great, as you might imagine, because then you have to cope with that situation. It is kind of nice. I wouldn't have changed that if the game hadn't crashed, but as it is right now, I am trying to take advantage of this. We're playing on the highest difficulty, and I got more knowledge than I might have had, maybe. But I feel that we need to use everything that we can, even information that was gained in a prior life. So let's move forward. The cannons are still lagging behind, and some of the Seljuks. Come on, these stragglers. So there's a road. There's some more Seljuks. Send these guys. Send the 100 Sich Cossacks. Just have to be a bit careful not to touch on the villages. And there's the road down there. Up there is the edge of that Russian village. Where are the cannons? Where are the cannons? Oh, they're taking a fair bit of time. Okay, so let's bring our 100 Cossacks down there. I'm gonna bring the register Cossacks down there. Let me bring the hetmans. Let me bring the 400 Cossacks. Let me bring the 120 Cossacks. Where are the cannons? Oh, they're still chilling out. Really don't have the time for this. Come on, guys. And then we're gonna bring the 18 stragglers. You can see that our food and our gold is ticking down, so we really have to make the most of the fact that we will have an advantage over the enemy. The fort is right up here, so we do have to be a little bit careful. These guys can't decide where they should go. You can see that the range of the cannons and the howitzers is actually fairly big. Now comes the tricky part. We have to ferry all our troops, and we have to bring all our troops through the fort without alerting the enemy. And that's not going to be too easy. Not sure how we're going to approach this. I had that sort of failure state once. So let's bring up the Cossacks, let's bring up the registers, let's bring up the hetmans, howitzers, cannon. Yeah, there's the fort. There's the secret fort. So let's save. Let's pause. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Just a quick save, and then we have to fort them unit by unit. So I guess what we're gonna send over first is our Seljuks and our cannons and the howitzer, because there's no one there. I wonder how the game calculates what's too many. Oh, let's send the hetmans over as well, just as a sort of a defense. I don't know what lies beyond the river. All I know is that the game told me I've been sending too many at once, and therefore the enemy was alerted, which is not what I want. We definitely want to pick them off one by one. Okay, so the howitzers are over. I wonder if I can really send in 160 register Cossacks. Let's just save and let's try it. I mean, I wonder how many you can have in there at the same time. I guess a fair amount. Maybe not 160. Yeah, well. They're not telling me that it's wrong. Okay. So that worked. So we've got the 160 over. So let's try that now. Let's send our Sich Cossacks over. These guys are only 100. Fording a river in secrecy, strategically. It's difficult to do, I guess, in real life, so it's fine that there's some problem to it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna send these 2 units over. I'm gonna send the 120 because we didn't have any problem with the 160. I mean, I guess foot soldiers might count differently. They might not though, and I think I'm gonna break up the 400 Seljuk unit. We still need to get messengers to the Polish camp, and we're losing food very, very fast. Well, we do have 800 men to feed, so so the 120 are over. Fine, very good. Okay. So that worked well. Now we're going to break up the formation. Just going to take the first 200. Well, maybe we're going to do that in pairs of 160 again. So let's bring these guys over. Then how many do we have over here? 240. How many are these? 172. So we're going to bring 145 for the second batch, and then the rest is gonna go over in the third batch. Let's hope this works. Secret fort crossing, all very secretive. Okay, those guys are over. So I guess the next batch, next unit can go over as well. It sounded to me like cannons moving. Guess I was imagining that. Okay, they're crossing the ford without any problems. So now let's move the last 100 Seljuks over, and then we're going to reform that 400 Seljuk unit. And then we'll be done with the river crossing. It's going to be interesting to see what that scenario throws at us. I wasn't too thrilled by the last one, I gotta say. That was nothing too spectacular. I mean, yes, it's nice to see a historical thing being done, but gameplay-wise, it wasn't too thrilling. Get in there, massacre everyone, and then potentially get overwhelmed by a huge amount of Tartar troops. Oh well. Okay, so now we are all over the river. I'm just gonna save. So yeah, why not? Starting scenario number 4, A. Why not? And with that, I think I'm going to end it here. We're gonna remake our unit here now. Make those 400 guys And you're going to be unit number 1. And in the next episode we will try to find the Polish prince. And we'll try to take out the Muscovite troops one by one. Our secret ford crossing definitely worked. So that's pretty good. We managed the first part of the journey. And I hope you join me for the next one. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of this series in the future, please consider subscribing. There's still this scenario and then one more scenario in the Cossacks campaign left. So you can look forward to that. Hope you join me next time. Thanks. Bye bye.